Hello, this is Maggie. Today I was going to talk a little bit about the Grand Crosses. I believe I've talked about the Cardinal Grand Cross. Um, so I thought I would talk about the fixed Grand Cross or any of the Grand Crosses or the mutable Grand Cross. So the fixed is if you have a planet that's 90 degrees squaring each other. It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. All fixed signs, and they're at 90-degree angles, and then they form an opposition as well. So one of the ways to deal with them is to look at the oppositions, because with grand crosses you can find yourself just chasing your tail. You're putting out one fire, and then you're running to the other fire, and then the other one on the, each of the four angles or the four squares, and if you have planets there, gosh, I'm trying to, there can sometimes be no resolution because you're so busy, trying to fix one problem, and then they all trigger each other. All four angles trigger each other continually. So one of the ways to look for a resolution is to look to the oppositions, or if you have any sextiles, the easy flowing aspects or harmonious aspects like trines or sextiles, look to those. That can be a way out of this this Grand Cross. So with the fixed one, it's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It's all about a fair distribution of money and assets. It affects your security, your resources, your self-worth. You may have to learn hard work, or you may have a victim mentality. Yeah, so it could just seem really hard, and especially being fixed in a fixed sign. So, yeah, and with a mutable Grand Cross, it would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And with the mutable, it's more about balance, change, and communication, and adaptability, and yeah, and Cardinal, life can be just this whole series of challenges, and they're more than likely to be the ones going around the wheel putting out the fires, because that's where a lot of the action is, at the cardinal angles, Capricorn up in the midheaven, Aries, and then Libra in opposition, and Cancer on the IC. So yeah, so to look to the oppositions can help. I took a few notes because it's such a complex issue. There could be external circumstance. With this mutable cross, it's not just mutable or cardinal cross. It can basically be a series of external circumstances or internal circumstances, or both. So, sometimes you just feel like life is hard, or it's continuous stress, but it's an opportunity for immense growth. I mean, Steve Jobs had I think he had a fixed Grand Cross. So I think just when he probably thought he lost everything, he got it back, or assets. And just so it can be extreme accomplishment, to lead to extreme accomplishments and successes, outstanding success, or just disappointment. Disappointment, because you want to resolve these crises, and if they're internal, that's hard to do. And if they're external, then it's like they're always kind of coming at you. So if you're fixed, if you're a fixed cross, of course you would look to the planets that are being affected. Yeah, and the oppositions, are a way out. Look to the opposition, like Aries would look to Libra, rather than chasing the squares around the wheel 90 degrees, because that just gets you from, one problem to another without a resolution. And so there could be intense personal growth, and to overcome the squares, yeah, you can. With the fixed cross, you can tend to stay stuck. You could be extremely well organized and maybe not even realize it. Not realize all your talents, and so to overcome. Yeah, it's to overcome. It's just like a personal growth. And there are like higher powers watching over us. I read that for the Cardinal one anyway. At some level, I don't think the Cardinal Grand Cross people see it, but they may be looking down laughing. But yeah, so I think anyone with this can be blessed. And so, I do that with mine. Thank God I've got a few trines and sextiles. I have a Cardinal cross. And so I do lean on those heavily and look to those as a way out. Because otherwise I would just be chasing my tail. It can cause a lot of inward tension and stress. So with the fixed cross, it's probably more about assets. The mutable would be more about adaptability and about people. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius is mutable, and Pisces. So you just learn to look for them and identify if you have planets in those four signs. That that would be a mutable Grand Cross, and that the MC counts too. This one. Yeah, so there's something else. Yeah, so working with the Grand Cross, if there are no harmonious aspects involved in the cross, to enable the person to redirect their energies, for easier achievement, that's where it's better to treat the Grand Cross as a pair of oppositions, because you can draw strength from your polar opposite. That can be one solution. Yeah, just it's very much a balancing act, and it's kind of like riding the crest of a wave. One article I read put it that way, and that was with, I guess, any Grand Cross. It's kind of like looking at it, you see a rhythm, and you can't really spell it out, but it's kind of like you see some sort of a rhythm, like riding the crest of a wave. It's just think of surfers, I mean, not every